I welcome you to this video of presentation of CEIF activities in the year of 2018. During the past years, our center reinforced our activity in the research of extreme fire behavior, fire safety and the development of solutions to improve the safety and protection of people and assets. In 2017, Portugal was marked by a very bad events related to forest fires. And these events unfortunately confirmed the need and soundness of our research program. We had several requests from the government to study the major fires, and we have several ongoing projects and requests from the society and from the enterprises to study particular problems that have to do with these issues. And this was also an opportunity for us to intervene in the society. Our team and our researchers are our main asset, and they help us to develop our laboratory activities, our frontiers of the knowledge that we are developing, and to better train our students and postgraduate students, and also the operational agents. And this knowledge, I think it has given us this opportunity to help the society. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the persons and institutions that have supported our research program, and that we hope will continue to help us in the future.
Beyond the study of fire in real fires events, the research activities of the CEIF-ADAI are basically developed in 3 infrastructures consisting of 2 laboratories and a field for trials. Located in Coimbra, the Laboratory of Industrial Aerodynamics, in short LAI, is the headquarters of ADAI. In this infrastructure, CEIF-ADAI has its secretariat, a mechanical workshop and offices. In this area there is also a laboratory space for small-scale tests in the scope of forest fires research, where some small and frequently used equipment are installed. The CEIF, or Forest Fire Research Laboratory, created in 1997, is located in Lousã, about 30 kilometers from Coimbra. In CEIF, the larger equipment used for the most important laboratory tests are installed. After several changes of expansion and improvement, currently CEIF occupies a covered area of 72 by 16 meters squared and a uniform height of 11 meters. The Gestosa experimental field is an area located in the region of Castanheira de Pera, where, as a result of good institutional collaboration with the different public and private institutions, CEIF-ADAI has carried out experimental fire tests on a larger scale than the ones in laboratory. It's a mountainous area occupied by several types of shrub vegetation, where experimental models are validated and procedures and equipment that require scenarios with conditions close to those observed in forest fires are tested. Living up to its academic origin, CEIF-ADAI develops various activities of scientific research and higher education training, especially in the context of fire behavior and fire safety. The knowledge gained in this program is shared with the scientific community, with the population, and with the many actors involved in forest fires. The fuel moisture content is a very important parameter for determining the risk of fire and to predict fire behavior. Since 1986, CEIF has been updating a database on fuel moisture content of various dead and live fine fuels of vegetation representative from central Portugal. During the summer months, sampling is done on a daily basis, while in the remaining months, this measurement is done weekly. Currently, CEIF coordinates the MC Fire project, which intends to extend this database to 4 other locations in order to obtain a fair representation of the entire national territory. The climatic chamber allows the determination of the fuel equilibrium moisture as a function of the environmental conditions of temperature and relative humidity. This is a very important parameter to model the response of fuels to arbitrary variations of meteorological conditions. In preparing the fuel bed for tests, forest materials that are easy to obtain are used, like straw, pine litter, shrubs, or others that allow the assembly of beds with uniform properties. The moisture content of the fuel is previously determined, and the fuel particles are evenly spread in order to perform scientifically valid tests. Tests are monitored through the use of photography, video, and infrared images. During the tests, many parameters such as fire spread rate, temperature, airflow velocities, fuel mass decay, or heat fluxes are measured. The separated and combined effects of wind and topography on fire spread are systematically analyzed by CEIF. Our laboratory has several wind tunnels and combustibility tables that allow the realization of this type of studies. CEIF methodically analyzes several phenomena associated to extreme fire behavior, particularly eruptive fires, spot fires, convergent fronts, and fire tornadoes, among others, as they are the ones causing more concerns in terms of fire suppression and personal fire safety. The fire behavior in steep slopes or in canyons frequently originates an eruptive fire event. In CEIF, there are several combustion tables with the shape of a canyon, allowing the change on the inclination angle of its slopes and the angle of the water line. The change of slopes to simulate a ridge profile is also possible. In addition, we have also been analyzing the spread of fire in complex topographies, such as canyons located on versants, or topographic systems with multiple canyons. For a better understanding of the phenomena related to the spot fires, CEIF has divided this phenomenon into several stages. The release of particles, using the technique of particle image velocimetry to determine the number, shape, size, and initial velocity of particles released during the burning of several forest fuels. The lofting of burning embers in the thermal smoke plume and the downwind transport, which are analyzed using the vertical combustion tunnel and oblique combustion tunnel. The probability of ignition, assessed by performing tests using a firebrand generator and an ignition device. When two fire fronts converge, making a small angle between them, the point of intersection undergoes a process of an abrupt acceleration and a violent increase in fire intensity. This phenomenon has been responsible for dramatic episodes on wildfires, and only in 2012, CEIF carried out the first systematic study existing in the literature. In extreme situations, the formation of vertical fire whirls can cause a large trail of destruction. Through the use of forest fuels, several aspects related to the formation and development of a fire whirl have been experimentally studied in the fire whirl generator of CEIF. The formation of horizontal vortices is poorly known by the different agents dealing with forest fires. It is produced when the fire rising up a hillside approaches or reaches the ridge line. This phenomenon not only intensifies the spotting, as it can rapidly spread the fire along the ridge line. In CEIF, this process has been studied both in simple crest systems and in complex systems of double hills with or without three-dimensional variation. Using the developed knowledge on fire behavior, the laboratory facilities and the solid relationships with various entities and many actors working on the forest fires in the area of operations, personal security has been one of the main topics of CEIF's research. In this perspective, CEIF has studied exhaustively all known accidents that occurred in Portugal during firefighting activities, as well as several of the major accidents in other countries. The use of personal protective equipment to allow an efficient firefighting performance in safe conditions has long been considered as essential. CEIF has been working with the industry in the areas of footwear and clothing, in the evaluation of boots and other firefighting equipment, in order to understand the behavior of this protective equipment in situations of stress experienced during a fire event suppression. The research that ADAI has been carrying out in the analysis of the impacts caused by fire in buildings and other constructions allowed to deepen this theme and to develop several systems for auto-protection of critical or strategic infrastructures. This issue has been developed in the Fire Protect project, led by ADAI, where several systems using fireproof screens and water sprinklers or other chemicals for the mitigation or extinction of the flames have been developed and patented. In addition to the protection of infrastructures, in the Fire Protect project, vehicle protection systems are being developed, making use of the vehicle motion platform where scenarios with vehicles exposed to fire fronts of different intensities are simulated. These systems are being developed not only to protect the vehicles itself, but also to consider vehicles as a shelter. The gathering of people in forest areas has been a major concern of ADAI due to the great risk involved and to the panic behavior that a fire event can cause in crowds. Therefore, ADAI has been carrying out several studies aiming at the fire risk analysis and the definition of mitigation measures in areas such as campsites, pilgrimages, and music festivals, among other places of risk. CEIF organises several training courses to firefighters and other forest fire management agents in order to spread the knowledge that has been developed. In collaboration with the National Fire Brigade School, CEIF participates in the training of Portuguese firefighters and welcome every year visits from dozens of corporations. In addition, CEIF receives various Portuguese and foreign researchers that use the centre's capabilities to develop their studies. In an effort to establish and promote international dissemination, we emphasise the International Conference on Forest Fire Research that CEIF organises every 4 years. Considering the general population as an interested party in the knowledge produced, ADAI has participated in several preparation and training projects developed in communities and in schools.
I hope that this video provided you an overview of our activities. In our mind, there are no limits for research in the field of forest fires. So I invite you to come with us and extend the frontiers of knowledge, because we are always open to face new challenges and new problems. And with your help, I'm sure that we will be able to improve our knowledge about forest fires and fire safety, and so help the society.